back to another day here on the Winter's Lorcana channel. Today we're going to bring you something a little different. Apparently, Reddit has leaked some of the stuff that we're going to be getting on May the 6th from Ravensburger. And since it's already leaked, that means a good chunk of you already know about it. So I'm going to react to it. I have this on my Discord, so thank you, Discord group. I will be editing out any names or transitions. I don't want to get anybody in trouble for anything, so you're just gonna see what I've been seeing. But there are some new card types, Epic being one of them. Elsa, Snow Queen, look at that card art. That's super cool. It's like a cross between a normal card and an enchanted. Easier to find than enchanteds, but more rare than legendary. So what are we getting? We're getting like 4 to 6 legendaries per box. So I mean, you're gonna get 2 of these a box, maybe, hopefully. But if it's, it could be, it's not as rare as enchanted, so maybe it's every 2 boxes you get 1. I don't know. I would hope that you get 1 per box at the very least, because they are pretty cool. Alternate versions of existing cards, so they're already things we're already gonna have. Existing art found on standard cards. Open air card frames, just a fun way of saying borderless. Special rainbow foil treatment. I am interested to see how that looks. I wonder if that's just like the enchanteds or not. Hollow foil treatment on the icons, and a gloss treatment on the art. Interesting, they're doing a whole bunch with it. Okay, should be pretty cool. And the other one, iconic, more rare than enchanted. So you're not exactly guaranteed 1 enchanted per case, which is 4 boxes. So if it's 1 per 4 boxes, and this is more rare than enchanted, these things are going to be wildly expensive, especially if there's chase versions of them, right? If like Diablo was super hyped for a long time, if there's a Diablo version, for example, when it was in its heyday, yeah, these cards would be wildly expensive. Was this every 2 cases, every 4 cases, right? So 1 in every 4 boxes in an enchanted, 1 in every 16 boxes is an iconic. I have no idea. I like it and I don't like it. I like that there's more variants. I think variants are great. Pokemon does that very well. There's lots of different types of borders and foiling and styles for their cards, but theirs are somewhat easier to get than I would imagine this iconic's going to be. So it's probably gonna be a price point on this little guy. Brave Little Prince. That's what that says. I'm pretty sure it's what that says. Brave Little Prince. Oh, can I? Okay. So this is definitely... Okay. I'm excited for it. Alternate versions of existing cards are going to exist. See, that's why I thought that was going to be Brave Little Tailor, but that definitely says Prince. Full art, and I mean the wrong stats and cost, obviously. Full art, alternate artwork. Custom Lore Star foil pattern. And a 3D hot stamp effect. I don't know what any of that means, but I'm super excited to get one of these and be able to experience it for myself. Next up, I think just based on the rarity symbol on this is going to be a promo, which is crazy, a legendary promo. Now this is probably for like worlds or DLCs or something of that nature, I would imagine. It very strongly has the Dragonfire look to it, which of course, Dragonfire, Maleficent, they all go together. It does say set 9, so out of Fabled, but 5/P3, I don't know. I bet you this is going to be from an event and not necessarily something you're going to get from locals. Otherwise, that'd be really wild. And then we have top 8 prize cards. So this is looking to be your enchanted that you get from winning the set champs for the next one after this, I would imagine. Or again, possibly a promo for DLCs / worlds. There are world news in this thing as well. We're going to see more about worlds. Some new cards from set 8. I mean, we could pause and read these, but I mean, just a quick glance. I mean, they're decent. The most interesting one, of course, is Jafar. 5 cost, uninkable 4/4, quest for 3. Whenever this character quests, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. If an illusion character card is discarded this way, you may play that card for free. pretty cool ability if they give us a lot of really cool illusion characters. They do show us 2 more here. They are common, so it's like whatever. Like, I don't need to play these for free. But yeah, well, I think we're going to be leaning that way. It's going to be really cool. Iago coming down for free seems pretty cool too. Like, yeah. And then, of course, pull the lever, Kronk. It doesn't say Kronk, but it should. Cool little action. Choose one, draw 2 cards, or each opponent chooses and discards a card. That's really cool. I like that. Minnie Mouse. I cannot read for the life of me what her subtitle is. But a bodyguard. So a 0-8, which is wild, by the way. 4 for a 0-8 bodyguard. This character gets +1 strength for each 1 damage on her. So the lower the 8 goes, the higher the 0 goes. And it's a cool little effect, honestly. She gets more and more dangerous to take down as you start dealing with her. It's kind of a neat concept. I like that a lot. And then we do have a lady over here. Whenever you play a blank, this character gets +1 strength this turn. So that could be action. That could be character. Whenever you play your ink, you know, in these colors, I'm going to say it's probably whenever you play a... Oh, it could be item. It's got to be a short word just based on looking at it. Because whenever you play a blank, this character gets. So it's going to be a very short word. Action. I don't know. The other one, while this character has 3 strength or more, this character gets +2 lore. Okay, not bad. I don't know if it's a great card, but not bad. I really like the Aladdin though. Vigilant Guard, a 1/9. 1/9 for 6 in ramping colors? Yeah. Bodyguard. Whenever one of your allied character's quests, you may remove up to 2 damage from this character. So if they don't just flat out deal with Aladdin in a single turn, you just quest on your turn and Aladdin's back up to full health. Okay. That's wild. Patch. An 0-2, cost 1 uninkable with ward. While you have another puppy character in play, this character gets +1 lore. So you got a 1-drop that can quest for 2. Because you're probably going to play, hopefully you're going to play a puppy on the next turn. Maybe even just another patch. That'd be sweet. Maybe, I don't know. Puppies need a lot more than this. They need a lot more than that. Alright, and we are confirmed. Get it with a grain of salt. Everything with a grain of salt till we actually see this happen on the 6th. It could change. It could all change, but this is what I have been wanting. We have potential set rotation confirmation when Fable drops. The first 4 sets are out the window. The first chapter, Rise of the Floodborn, Into the Inklands, and something Ursula is all going away. Yeah, take that with a grain of salt, but I want this so bad. This is going to be epic. Now, I will say that there is one more thing they need to do this correctly, and that is we need a kind of, for lack of a better word, eternal format. I don't want to see the prices of all of these cards from the first 4 sets just absolutely plummet because there's no use for them anymore. We do want a format where they're still very much viable. Plus, I think that would really help with the local scene, right? Everyone right now is playing competitive standard, and you know, not everyone's there for that. People like a more relaxed, you know, play experience, and to be able to have an eternal format that can be on the more casual side potentially, that could be really, really cool. I think that could be really healthy for the card shop scene. I'm excited for the future of this. This is what I wanted. This feels very promising. I'm excited for it. And it looks like it is going to be 8 set rotation. So you're going to get up to a total of 8 sets in your standard. And then once the 9th set comes out, the bottom 4 drop off. This is how Magic the Gathering used to run their standard for a long time. They have changed the way that they do their standard. This is my favorite form of standard that I've personally played with. I think this is the way to do it. 8 sets, dropping the bottom 4 when the next come out. Yeah, seems nice. All right, I got a couple of new cards here for you, and then we're going to talk about the worlds. So Nothing crazy here, right? Vanellope, Von, Schweetz, something Speedstar, Speedster, Evasive, 3-1, it's whatever. Then we start getting a little better here. Jasmine, Steady Strategist, Shift 2 for a 2-5. Whenever this character quests, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal an ally card and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Notably, this Jasmine is not an ally, but it does seem to lean into the Aladdin we were just looking at. Also cares about allies. Guess what else is in this color? You got Anna. Anna who cares about allies, and she gets bonus lore and all that fun stuff. So there's looks like we're going to have a really interesting ally deck coming, and I'm very excited for that. I will definitely play it. 5 cost, 2-5, Inkable, Quest for 2, Rapunzel, High Climber, Evasive as well. Whenever this character quests, chosen opposing character can't quest during their next turn. Okay, that seems cool. I mean, you're effectively giving something pseudo-reckless. Yeah, I mean, obviously they don't have to challenge, but you're stopping them from questing, which is nice. I like the Evasive. I like that it's the same, like, costs as our OG Rapunzel. It does cost 1 more to play, though. So you can... I don't know if this is going to be, like, a great legendary. It doesn't have a huge impact on the field, but it's decent. You know, we've seen some other legendaries come out that... There's 2 kinds of legendaries. There's the kind like Tamatoa that everyone wants, and there's a reason why it's a $70, $60 card. Maui Sharks are way up here. And then you have, in the same color, a different legendary, and you're just like blue, right? Where you're like, okay, blue's fine, I guess, but probably not going to see much, if any, play at all. This feels like it's closer to blue, but it feels better than blue. And I hope that there's kind of a steadiness moving forward across all of them, where we don't have legendaries that are effectively unplayable. You don't want your legendaries to be commons that just don't get played. That doesn't make any sense at all. So this at least feels playable. It doesn't feel very impactful, but it does feel like a strong card, just in a vacuum on its own. It just feels like it could be a very decent, you know, leaning into strong, but not world-ending like Tamatoas or Maui Sharks. Right? It's not. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right, let's talk about Worlds. Here we go. This is all I got so far. Disney Lorcana TCG World Championship, Walt Disney World Resort, June 28th and 29th. That's all they gave us. But that is way more than we had. Let's just look at my calendar real quick here. June 28th, 29th. That'll be a Saturday and a Sunday. Man, I'm glad I did not make it to Worlds. Actually, no, going to Worlds would have been sweet, now that I think about it. So, for those of you who don't know, my anniversary is June 27th. Could you imagine? Honey, yeah, we're going to have a very short night because I got to go to bed early because I'm flying out. No, I'd be flying out on my anniversary. That'd be awful. Or it could be really cool because she loves Disneyland, Disney World, and we just spend the weekend there. So this could have been cool. This could have been bad. I don't know how this would have went. I'm just a little glad that I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to find out if that was good or bad for me. But June 28th, 29th. Okay. Side note on Worlds, personal opinion. Is it just me? Or when it comes to the DLCs, should they have made it so if you'd already qualified for Worlds, you don't get to participate in future DLCs? The main event. Side events, perfectly fine, right? Earn your tickets, win your stuff. But the main event, should they have made it that way? I don't mean to call anyone out specifically, but you know, you got Din, Zan, many others. Those are just two of my favorite players. So not calling you out, just you happen to be 2 of my favorites and you're at the top of my brain. Participated in multiple DLCs, won multiple spots. I know they incorporated this like pass down thing or whatever, but how much cooler would it have been to gone to the 6th one and known that 30 other top players weren't going to be there, and you have a much stronger chance of winning that Mickey Mouse? That would have been really cool for a lot of people, I think. I don't know. I think I just feel like if you've already got your invite to Worlds, you probably shouldn't be allowed to participate to win more invites to Worlds. Even though I know that they've incorporated the pass down. I don't know, what do you think? I'm very much on the fence about that. I am leaning one way, certainly, but I am on the fence about that. Let me know. In more exciting news, we have confirmation that there will be reprints, and anything reprinted, all versions of it will still be legal moving forward in standard. Reprinted cards in Set 9 Fabled are still legal in core constructed in all their forms. So here we go. I know it's terribly difficult to see, but this does say 8. So this is card number 3 of the set of Set 8, and you know, we got a Set 1, and then you got of course the enchanted version of it. All of these will still be legal. And oh, I can't tell. I'm squinting hard. So here I'm seeing 23 of what I know to be 204 or 208 rather. 204, I don't remember. I know it's 20, 100%. This one looks like it says 3 out of 22. Are there going to be more cards in this next set? I know it's tough to see, but that definitely looks like it's 220 something. Probably because of reprints, I would imagine. Does that mean we're going to get maybe up to 20 reprints? I don't know. Could be cool. I don't like that this is card number 3 as a reprint, because you know what? I don't want to... I collect 4 copies of every card. I have them neatly in my binders over here. I don't want to recollect another 4 copies of this card just because it's in Set 8. So I don't like that. But I do love that we're getting reprints. And then, of course, yeah, there's an embargo for May 6th. So this was definitely a leak. Definitely a leak. Looks like we're getting an enchanted version of Winnie the Pooh Honey Wizard. So, wait. We're getting reprints and the reprints can have enchanteds? Is that why they're doing reprints? I feel like some cards are going to stop getting the love that they deserve. And hey, here we go. This is what I was just saying earlier. New format, Infinity Constructed. Play all your cards. Okay, so we definitely did need a format so you can keep playing the cards that you already own. However, I'm curious what this is going to be like. There's zero information. We definitely have to watch on May 6th and get more context for this. But I hope that there's like new deck building rules or something. 2 copies of every card. I know a lot of people are torn between like having a commander version or whatever, but maybe a singleton version could be cool. Doesn't have to be commander, but maybe it's singleton. Maybe there is a 100 card format, but it's 4 copies of every card. I don't know. I think that there should definitely be something that makes it so it's not like just like continuing to play standard, but with a larger card pool. I think that's the big thing. We just don't want it to feel like another standard, but with more cards. At least for me. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. Do you just want 2 types of standard out there? Because I don't. And then Whispers in the Well coming Q4. This must be Set 10, I would imagine. Whispers in the Well. I like the sound of it. Looks cool. I'm guessing this is our Set 10. And just like that, that is all of the spoiler stuff we have right now. Let me know what you think about what we've seen. We're going to have to tune in 100% for May 6th because it's going to have context that we're just missing right now. There's a lot of speculation, a lot of things that are pretty easy to be like, yep, that's for sure. But I'm excited for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Of course, I am very excited about this. In fact, this has just made my entire day. And if you haven't noticed yet, because, you know, you haven't been watching my channel lately, I did shave the beard. It is gone. I know I kind of look. You guys are gonna point it out. I look like a turtle. Like a turtle. That's what I feel like when I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like a turtle, a tortoise. All right, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.